Good morning. You're on Ottawa Designers. We are here with Alison Lystiuk, who is the owner of Reps Fitness Studio, as well as a distributor of Kangoo Jumps. How are you?
I am fantastic, Sandra. How are you?
Very good. I'm not loving the weather, as I mentioned, but I'm okay with it. The boots are back out. The kids are liking it, so that's good. Could you give us a bit of a background on you so that we can know who you are?
Okay, my name is Allison. I am the owner and operator of Reps with Allison Fitness Studio in Embrun, Ontario. I'm also the new national Kangoo Jumps distributor, which is a fitness product. So that's still very new as of October. I'm a 49-year-old woman. Hang on, I
You
got
do
some
not
lights
look
in
it
there.
at all.
Oh, well, thank you.
Which is
I
a
try my
good
best.
ad for your fitness if
Well,
that's how you look at 49. That's a
yes.
very good commercial ad. You could just use yourself for it.
Thank you so much. I try to keep myself. I will be 50 this year, so it is
Very cool.
technically my 50th year. However, being a leader in the fitness industry, I think it's important to represent. Have a picture of health and happiness.
Absolutely. There's
So,
nothing worse if you go and you're trying to get, a trainer and all that stuff, and the trainer's, a little bit overweight and this, unless they have a story explaining that they were this way for whatever. I feel that if it's your job, you should be showing yourself using what you're doing to get the body that you have. So that's great.
absolutely.
How did you get started in this industry?
Well, it's kind of a zero to hero story. I was a single mother of a beautiful daughter, and I was looking to get healthy. I actually quit cigarette smoking, and that prompted power walking. I had five part-time jobs, to be honest with you. I did basically to have a full-time
Yeah.
gig. It was really random, really. And then one day, someone had mentioned to me when I was walking through the streets of Russell, they said, you'd be a good leader in the fitness industry. Because I was out power walking every day. I was determined that if I quit smoking, I was not going to replace it with another poor habit, which a lot of people like to overindulge food, or, they replace one habit with another. So I was determined to keep on just a healthy image for my daughter as she was very young. And so basically, I got in at a big fitness. How do you say it? A big gym in Ottawa. Kind of started learning the ropes, and funny enough, they had told me that maybe I wasn't cut out to be a trainer because I was, I was a little bit funny. So I thought, watch me go.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then it just
That's the best
honestly,
motivation. When you say you can't do it, I love that. That's like,
right.
give me that drive. Tell me I can't do it and watch me do it my best.
Watch me go. And I guess it was now that I reflect, it's just different sales strategies. And of course, some don't work for me. I'm a very upfront person. I'm a very caring person. And, other big box gyms may have different ways of right, luring their clients or approaching them, and it just didn't jive with my vision. So I just kept on my journey. I was determined to see it through, and that led me to working in a little gym out here in Embrun, JR Fitness. And I was asked if I'd host a boot camp that it had kind of crumbled down to three people, three participants every week, and the owner said, "Hey, would you just give it a chance?" And it grew. I believe we'd have 20 to 30 on an average night in there. And so I'm like, I might be onto something here. And then it was literally the zero to hero story. It was pure organic growth, word of mouth. That one boot camp at the local little fitness center led to I would host moms and babes classes. I'm like, there's no service out here for women postpartum. So I was first in the almost the, I would say, the Ottawa area, except for there was a walking group in Ottawa, but I was the first to bring these fitness classes to moms and babes. And then they blew up, and it was just one thing after another. And then people like, I want you to be my personal trainer. And then I was having people like in my little apartment in Russell, they were coming in the basement, which wasn't even up to, like, wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just was, I was renting holes and ball fields, and finally it just kept growing until the purchase of a commercial location in 2017, November of 2017. And I had saved all my money, and I bought a commercial location,
That's
and here we
amazing.
are.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. And you can see like your face lights up the moment you
Oh,
discuss it. And that's meaning that you found something you love. And there's nothing better than working, doing something you love, and you're helping others find that as well. Can
right.
you explain a little bit what reps is, what it looks like, what you offer?
Okay, so Reps with Alison Fitness Studio, it's number one, I would say safe space for primarily women. Um, again, it's more than just fitness because fitness is more than just working out. Fitness is health and happiness and overall well-being, and it's not a one size fits all. It's a it's very hard to host one class and cater
Yeah.
to 10 people. Everyone has different needs. So we offer many different classes that cater to many different niches and markets and ages. You can find moms and babes programs there. You can find power hour boot camps. So we offer boot camps. I offer women's strength training classes. We do the Kangoo jumps, the pound rocket workout. 2 summers ago, I went to Peru and I got certified in yoga, which it was kind of a
Wow.
challenge. Again, everyone said, you'd never be able to teach yoga because I'm such a go, go, go person. I'm like, watch me.
Yeah.
So I go to Peru, I take a month, I leave my family. Again, I was post pandemic. And as you know, it was really tough on the fitness
Big time.
industry and trainers. So it was kind of like it was a self care, was part of the healing process from all of that, just trauma that went on throughout those years. And it was just wonderful. Again,
That's
I believe that we all keep growing. So my studio is a place of growth, to just sum it up, for everybody. We do have men come in. I get that a lot. Do you accept men? We do, but we are primarily a woman focused safe space. Yeah.
That's amazing. I love
Yeah.
that there's all sorts of variety because it's fun to try different things. You can try it, not like it, go to the other one, or you
Yeah.
try it and you discover a new passion. Can you
Exactly.
explain what is Kangoo jumps?
So Kangoo jumps, they are a rebound boot.
Okay.
Okay. So they basically an oval. Oh, I should have had one. Oh, hang on.
Nice.
I'm locked and loaded here.
I
Yeah,
love
here
it.
we go. Here we go. This gets, and I didn't even plan this, but here we go. So there we are.
Oh my God, that's so cool. I
So
want to
yes,
try that.
it's a rebound boot, Kangoo jumps rebound boot. Or so my apologies. The screen's backwards here, so I noticed if something's in my, it's kind of messing with me.
No, it's
Um,
very cool.
so yeah, so this is a rebound boot. So basically it was made, it's actually for sports rehabilitation. It's 80% less impact on the joints. So making it a safer option instead of cardio, like you're running or you're jogging, or your I don't know, jump squats, anything where you'd be wearing, I guess, a running shoe versus a rebound boot. So it offers 80% less impact, 25% more cardiovascular. So you're getting that much more of basically a workout, right?
It looks
Pumping that
fun.
heart.
It looks
It is
really
so fun.
fun.
And then
Yeah,
that's the number
absolutely.
one. It's so fun, and anyone can do it. Children, adults, elderly. Again, it's safe. It's safe on the knee. So we often I get asked, is it good for, I have bad knees? Can I do it? Absolutely. This is why this boot was created. So it's fun, it's energetic, we can use choreography, we do blocks, or you can do boot camps. I mean, it's a very versatile boot. I'll also be seen jogging through the streets here in
Oh,
Embrun
wow.
on
With
these
those
boots.
on. That's
Yes,
so
and
cool.
Ottawa soon. So you'll be seeing me around Parliament Hill. I won't let out all my secrets, but
Okay.
we'll
And
be coming to
so you
Ottawa.
sell these as well as offering the classes? What are we
Absolutely.
looking at price range for these
So
boots?
they're about $349
Okay.
for a pair of boots. However, if you see this video, I'm going to offer you a discount, guys. Okay. So it's going to be Sandra 1 is the discount for 10% off.
Nice.
Boom.
Nice.
Okay.
Love it.
Yes. Yeah. So
That's great.
approximately $350. And if local, you don't have to pay the shipping, you can pick up. But now I've had about 12 pair at my studio since 2017, and they are still good to go as long as they're taken care of. So very, we have all the parts. I also supply all the parts, replacement parts. However, yeah, good care. they'll last you a
I'm
lifetime.
absolutely going to try them 100% at least and see what it is. I love stuff like that where it's bouncing. I love the one that's like the bungee jump as well.
Yes.
I was doing that ages and that was really fun. So this looks great to me. So can you explain your fitness evolution of 20s, 30s, 40s, and
Ooh.
now going into the 50s? How has that changed for you?
Wow, that's a powerful question. So it has. I've gotten better as I've gotten older, and I'll be brutally honest. In my 20s, I was in the bar scene. I did the bartending. I smoked. I drank Pepsi every like literally it was my drink of choice. Now I never drink Pepsi. It's just so wild. I did not exercise in my 20s. I thought I was invincible, could get away with anything. And then in my 30s, early 30s, I got pregnant. That changes things a little. I got serious, started building all these jobs. I never went to, so after high school, I kind of just ventured out. I was more of the creative mind,
Yeah.
just having fun in the
An
hospitality industry.
entrepreneur.
Right, entrepreneur. I later found that out. I was an entrepreneur. So the 20s, kind of just finding myself, enjoying life a little, maybe too much. The 30s, settling down, had a baby, single. There was no biological like father involved. I mean, there was at one point, obviously, but
Yeah.
it. So that was a
Briefly.
learning. I did it against I gave birth alone. I raised my daughter until 4 years old, and then I met my now husband. I kind of got it together in my 30s and thought, what do I want to do when I grow up? And then it was because I still smoke cigarettes at 38. I believe that's when I decided to quit smoking, and I just got serious with my goals. And literally, it was just an organic. I believe the universe, it helps you if you help yourself. And so I had this mindset, and I always knew, you know what? It was encouragement as a little girl. I do, and this is super important for all the parents out there and grandparents. I can remember my grandfather telling me, you're a born leader. You're going to be a leader someday. You're a leader. And I didn't believe it because I was maybe was a little shy and bashful. But that really, it never left. Right. So it's
It's
powerful, the words.
funny how people will say one sentence to you and they think it's insignificant or it doesn't have as much power. But those sentences, as you get older, they resonate and they come back, and you look back and they mean so much. I've had sentences like that as well. And I listen to them and I'm like, wow, that really meant something and it stayed in my mind. Where do you see 10 years from now this business of yours going?
So that's another good question. So the 40s, so the last 10 years, because I guess I've been since 2014, I've actually been in the fitness industry and started building my basket. To now, my Reps with Alison Fitness Studio is incorporated, so it is a corporation, and being a national distributor, um, I almost see myself quieting down a bit.
Okay.
Yes, it's interesting. I have this big, beautiful thing and many things. However, at the end of the day, there's nothing I enjoy more than connecting with someone on a small, like bigger
Smaller
isn't always
scale,
better,
more
right?
personal.
Yes, and so maybe possibly a little personal training studio and yoga. I see myself doing a lot of maybe online coaching. I think encouraging women I to be the
Maybe
best they.
retreat. You could start having retreats and going where
Yes,
you did the
yes.
yoga. That'd be really cool. Having
The,
small groups of people going and doing these
exactly.
ultra precise, retreats that you could organize. That'd be amazing.
This is exactly it, Sandra. I think I realized nothing is impossible. So it's and it's fun. It's fun to still build and grow. And I think that's part of being an entrepreneur is
Yeah.
you're never really quite finished. Or,
No.
even a goal I may think I have, it changes. 5 years ago, I would have never have thought I'd be a certified yoga instructor. Like never. And I can write to calm myself down now, and I can like meditate, whereas before that was very difficult for me. So I keep growing, and honestly, I think I'm not 100% sure. I'm very like it. Just I let things flow a bit, and
Yeah.
it always works out because I have that attitude. Yeah.
How has this shaped you as a mother for your daughter, seeing, fitness, self-image, all of that? How does that shape you raising her?
Oh, well, I tell you, she is definitely my driving force behind all of this. 100%. 100%. Um, I watch her watch me. And even though she may not say, "Oh, I'm proud of you, mom," or "I like your spin class or your zoo," she's watching. And
Absolutely.
I,
They're
right?
always watching. They're
She's
listening and
watching.
watching when you don't know. It's
Right.
incredible.
And this is it, and she's seen the progress, the transitions over there. She's seen our little apartment and my 5 part-time jobs running around. She's had to come to most of them as an infant. You know, I'm cleaning houses, I'm bringing my baby. Literally, I had
Yeah.
to give birth and go right back to work, like 4 weeks
Tough.
after. So I she's seen that transition, and I think it gives her the strength and the belief that you are capable of anything, and I think women need more of that,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've been in fitness competitions as well.
Yes.
Why did you decide to do that? And was that difficult? Did she watch you?
So that was extremely difficult. So in 2014, that actually was one another driving force behind me quitting smoking. Since I was a teenager, I thought I want to do a bodybuilding show one day. And even when I met my husband now and still smoking and having a beer, he's like, "Well, if you're going to do that, you're going to have to stop drinking beer and have, your cigarettes." And I'm like, "Well, then that's what I'm going to do."
Yeah.
So it was more of a challenge to see if I could do it because I actually saw myself doing it as a teenager and I didn't know why. And maybe we do have some insight of what our future holds, or these goals do stay in our head. So I did do it. I did do 2 shows, and they were an experience. Would I do another one? Absolutely not. So yeah,
I hear that a lot. Either people are like really hooked on them and they love it, or people do them once, maybe twice, and they're like, hell no. I know
no,
myself, I love to eat so much. And so that would be the hiccup for me. I wouldn't want to change my eating. I'd be fine, killing it at the gym in whatever way. But the eating, when I hear the stories, I'm like, ah,
no,
starve yourself, then this. It's tough. So I admire you being
terrible.
able to do it and reach that goal. You've
Yes,
also taken some awesome photos with Coco King, which is one of
yes,
the coolest photographers right now in Ottawa that I've seen. How was
absolutely.
that experience?
Oh, it was wonderful. Again, another bucket list thing, and it was worth every penny to have that experience, and with my daughter, and have some of those photos really represent that power and strength. And again, they're forever.
Yeah,
Photos are forever,
absolutely. It's a
right?
gift that lasts. That's what I
Yeah.
say all the time. I just did a photo shoot with In Spades imagery, and it was so neat. She had this Vogue inspired idea, and she's like, "We're going to do fashion." I said, "You do whatever you want, you choose it. I'll just do whatever you say." And it was so neat. I love having photos that are coming from the photographer's brain, and she
Oh,
has like Coco King has such great ideas, and same thing with In Spades, just incredible ideas. And I love to put art to reality. And having your daughter in that forever, that's an amazing gift to her as well. She's going to look back at that later and be like, that was my mom, and all this stuff.
absolutely.
How is being a woman in this industry different? As you know, there's a lot of men that have always been around
Yeah.
doing fitness. How is it different for you as a
Mm.
woman?
Oh, I think I guess, if I could just sum it up to one word, breakthrough. I think in
Okay.
this industry, it has been very male dominated, male oriented over the years. We
Yeah.
have this perception that men are the strong ones, men build the strength, men, lift the weights. They're the ones that create more businesses, especially when it comes to like weight training and being a leader. And I think it's great because again, women, we need that. We need more of this. And I still believe that we don't get enough credit for what we accomplish, right?
Absolutely.
And it is still I don't want to say, is it still very much a man's world, if I'm allowed to say that. But women are taking the rise on it. And I think together it's building strength and community, right?
Awesome.
No, and an entrepreneur is an entrepreneur at the end of the day, right? It doesn't
Exactly.
matter the
So could
gender.
you explain your process? If somebody gets a hold of you, how do you get them into the classes? How do you know where to guide them? Can you explain a bit your process?
Okay, so I have a website. It's reps, like reps, like reps with Alison, Alison, .com. So repswithallison.com. And my website there has all of my classes listed. We do a lot of classes on 8-week rotation, so 8-week programs. I do offer group memberships and all that, but the best way would be to have a look at my website, and you could email me at Lystiuk at gmail.com. That's quite the handle, but it's yeah, we'll put it somewhere.
Exactly.
So
We'll have it. It'll be great. I'll add it so can get a hold of you.
yes.
Actually, how can people get a hold of you? Do you have a phone number that they could reach as well?
Oh,
Or the
absolutely.
address of your studio?
Yes. So my studio is in Embrun, Ontario. It's 10, funny enough, it's 1012 Notre Dame Street, 1012 being a rep range,
Okay.
ironically enough,
Oh,
that
you're
I
going to
live.
be near Shawarma Palace that I'm doing over there. They're opening a Shawarma Palace and I'm
So
decorating it. So you're going to have a great place to eat.
no way, come
Yeah,
visit me,
designing
Sandra.
the whole place, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Probably my favorite location that I've done for them thus far. It's black, gold, white, wood, and a little gray. It's going to be,
No way.
yeah,
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm literally a few doors down, so you have to come
yeah,
visit.
I
But
will.
yeah, so you
I'll
can get a
try your
shawarma and come
Kangoo.
visit me.
I'll try the Kangoo jump class. That'll be my first intro.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, I'm located 1012 Notre Dame Street, Embrun, or my phone number is 613, get a pen, 795-7407. So there
Amazing.
you go.
And again, if people say Sendria one, they're going to get 10%.
Absolutely. So, oh, for Kangoo Jumps boots purchase. Yes.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So yeah, Kangoo Jumps rebound boots purchased. Sandra won. However, my programs are all priced really affordable already. So with the fitness center, so our spin programs, our moms and babes programs, all of those. But yes, I guess I should put my other website there too. newkangooclubcanada.com.
That's awesome.
We're gonna
That's
have to
really
attach.
great. So
Oh,
then I'm going to look at that. I'm sure you're going to have tons of people that are looking at all of these different classes. Do you have a variety of different teachers as well that teach these
yes.
classes?
Yes, I do. My instructors are wonderful. Oh, I also offer pole dance. I have a lot of
Ooh,
in workshops. So many programs, I can't even list them off the
I have
top of
yet
my
to
head.
try that. That's on my bucket list.
Well, you come visit me and we can give you a little spin on the pole there. However, my instructors are key at this point. I find for me to take a step back right now. I have wonderful instructors. I mean, I do set a high bar in there. Energy, positivity, it all matters. Again, you're reflecting my business. It's your representation of the health and wellness, right, that we provide. So I do set the bar fairly high, and I've been so fortunate to have such a wonderful group of women work with me, I say, because we work together.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I have another question for you. As far as fitness clothing, you've been around in this industry for so long. Is
yeah.
there any brands that you would recommend to people or that you kind of stick to?
Oh my gosh. So funny enough, this is an old Lululemon and it's
Okay,
about 7 years old.
that's
No,
a
you
good
know
one.
what? I use it all. I haven't bought Lululemon for years. I did like Born Primitive for a bit, but if I may be brutally honest, I right now am just cycling through all of my older stuff because I have so much. And yeah, I've become since the pandemic a lot more kind of relaxed with my excessive
Yeah.
legging purchases. So I'm a big I'll use anything as long as I mean, this is clearly a little bit see-through, but
No,
any
I love it. It's great. I recycle clothing. I love it. I think that's great. It's good for the environment. It's
yes,
not in the
yes,
landfill. So that's wonderful. Now,
yes.
as far as a little snack or something like that that people should have prior or post a workout, is there something that you recommend?
It's really different for everyone. Some people prefer to work out fasted, like with no food in their body. I always just recommend being hydrated,
Okay.
right? Movement, you need that water. You need your blood to be a little thinned.
Yeah.
Hydration is key. Again, the food thing, I had pizza last night. I had a poutine the night before. It happens sometimes, right? I wasn't prepared. And so I'm all about just you do you. However, yeah, I think that's where I'm that is just, it's
That's
really
awesome.
relative. Yeah, it's hard to say exactly because one, again, this is why I personally don't write meal plans for people because one cookie cutter plan doesn't fit all. And
Agreed.
in fact, it can do more damage than, so be hydrated. Is that a good
Yeah,
answer? You
that's
can,
a
yeah,
perfect answer. So if
great.
anyone wants to go check out Alison Lystiuk, they can go to 1012 Notre Dame in Embrun, check out
Yes.
the classes, give her a call, check her out on Facebook, Instagram, the website, and we'll definitely have her back showcasing maybe different assets and facets of your business so that
Yes.
we can dive into each one, maybe pole dancing, maybe yoga, maybe all of this, and kind of show the viewer what it is live. And this is a
Okay.
nice introduction. Thank you so
All right.
much for being on
Thank
Ottawa Design.
you. Thank you, Sandra. We'll see you later. Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.